Hello! I hope I can make it out of here because... Okay, so... I just had to do a driving seminar because... How did I get there? Let me tell you, when I was driving too fast. So I live in Germany, and the rules here are that after you get your driver's license, you have like 2 years, something like probation. So in those 2 years you have to drive really carefully, otherwise you have to take a driving seminar. So what was I doing? I wasn't driving carefully enough. I was driving 81 kilometers per hour in a zone where you're actually only just allowed to drive 60 kilometers an hour. So I was 21 kilometers per hour too fast, and that is exactly the amount of speed that you need to drive so that you... Why is everyone looking at me so weirdly? So that you would have to do a driving seminar or take a driving seminar, I don't know. So yeah, that's what I just had to do. I got caught driving too fast on December, and I got the ticket in January, and I didn't even know that I was driving too fast. Because I didn't see that the camera that was taking my picture. So I was a bit surprised. I had to pay 108 euros because you had to pay like 70 euros for driving too fast, and then you also had to pay like the rest of the money for them to do the work. That's like really stupid. So you have to pay a lot of money extra just because they had to send you your ticket. Well, so I knew that because I was driving too fast, and I was driving exactly 21 kilometers per hour, well technically 24, but they always take off 3 kilometers per hour. I knew that because of that I would have to take the seminar, and I was waiting for the other letter where they would tell me that I had to take that seminar. But they didn't, so I was like, maybe I'm lucky and I don't have to take it. But apparently I was wrong, because like 4 months later they sent me the ticket telling me that I actually do have to take it. So I was like, well fuck, now I have to pay 300 euros more, and that's the cheapest one they had, because they are really expensive, those seminars. You have to take them and you have to pay them yourself. So I was like kind of nervous because I had to go there by myself. I'm really shy. But now I just went there. Fun thing is that usually those seminars are like 2.5 hours, which is a really long time. And it started at 7 p.m. and now it's actually 8 p.m. Why am I out so early? Because of the coronavirus, apparently. I don't know how exactly that has to do with it, but as per law, only 5 people are allowed to be in one room together. I don't know how big the room can be, but apparently just like 5 people. But we were 8 people in that room, I think, anyway, and yeah, we had to split it into 2 groups because there were like 16 people, I think. And as I just told you, I'm really shy. I'm very, very introverted. Don't like talking to people at all. But there were like already some people standing outside because we couldn't all go inside, because first of all, the room is... Oh my god, the lighting is so bad, I'm sorry. And there was one girl, I really don't know how old she was. She looked like she would be older, but just looks young, you know? So she could be, I think she maybe is like between 20 and 25 years old, because he also said that she got caught driving too fast. That's the flash I'm making that caught me driving too fast. No, I can go first, thank you. When she was driving to work, so she's already working. And there was a really cute guy, but he was also really shy, so he didn't talk at all. He only just said yes when the teacher asked if the name that he wrote on the board was his. So yeah, the girl was actually, she seemed kind of bubbly and really nice, and she was just like, oh, do we have to wait outside because why is everyone waiting here and stuff? And I was just like, oh yeah, we just have to wait until we can apply. So I actually talked back to her, which is kind of crazy for me because that's just something that's really difficult to me. But she seemed like a really nice person, so I didn't really have any trouble talking to her. Also, it would have been really weird if I wouldn't just have said anything because there were other people standing around us. Well, yeah, so I was talking a bit to her, and I was having the cute guy on my eyesight. Because he looked like, oh my god, the lighting is so bad. Pisses me off. Oh fuck, I'm a bit too fast. Sorry, shit. Alright. It's only 60 here. No, it's actually 70 here. Okay. That guy, he looked like such a private school kid. Like in Germany, you don't usually go to private schools, but if you would go to driving schools, to private schools, that's the kind of guy you would see there. But he had really nice dark blue eyes and blonde hair, and he was wearing a cap and a polo shirt, I think. I don't know why I'm explaining him to you. I can't listen to any music right now because I'm recording on my phone. Also, almost everyone was, how do you say that politically correct? An immigrant, or like a child of an immigrant? I don't know. For example, me, my mom's from Peru, so I'm only half German, and one was from Kosovo, I think. One guy was from Italy, and I think his friend was too. It's actually funny how friends were in that seminar. One girl was from Turkey, and I think another man was as well. So I think there were only like 2 people that were not fully German. There's another one of those camera things right there, and everyone hates it because it's so unnecessary, because this town goes right through the main street, and usually you can go 100 the whole way, except for like when you go through the town you have to go 70, but here you have to go 30. That's so fucking slow. And someone actually bombed it twice. What else? I actually really like my group. Yeah, they all seemed really cool. And one guy had a broken knee, I think. Yeah, I think his knee was kind of like he was walking with crutches. So he asked the driving instructor, because between the first and the second lesson you have to drive. Like you have to do a driving where they watch you. I don't know how to explain that. You just have to drive, and the driving instructor will be sitting next to you in the car. The guy with the crutches asked the driving instructor if he could maybe do the drive at another time, because he couldn't really use his left leg. And then the driving instructor told the guy that he could drive the Porsche because Porsche is automatic. And then everyone else was like, oh, I also have something on my knee, because everyone wants to drive the Porsche. I also want to drive the Porsche. Actually, I'm kind of scared because it's such a fucking fast car. It's a fucking sports car, right? So, but I'm afraid, like, when you start the car, the car I'm driving right now here has 100 horsepower, and the Porsche, I think he said about the Mercedes that it has 400 horsepower. I don't know about the Porsche, but it's a really fast car. I suppose it has more than 100 horsepower. So I'm afraid that if I would start the car, I would like crash right into a wall. And you can't fail the drive, but still, it's actually all I've got to say. Thank you for listening. And I say, if you like this, please subscribe.